Most people believe they are separate from the world around them. They think their thoughts are private, their emotions are invisible, and their energy is sealed inside their skin. But nothing could be further from the truth. Every person you encounter is not just someone passing through your day. They are responding to your frequency in ways you rarely notice. Without speaking, without touching, they are reflecting something within you. You are in constant silent dialogue with the energy field of others, whether you realize it or not. This is not philosophy. It's how vibration works. Your presence speaks louder than your words. The way you feel about yourself, your fears, your joy, even your unhealed wounds, they all radiate outward and touch those around you. And those people react, not to what you say, but to what you carry. Sometimes you meet someone and feel instantly irritated or deeply drawn to them. There's no logical explanation. That feeling is your first clue. You're not reacting to them, you're reacting to what they mirror in you. Your energy field is being triggered or amplified by theirs. These reactions are not random, they are messages. They point to what's still hidden inside you. When you're annoyed by someone's arrogance, it could be reflecting a part of you that hasn't claimed its own power. When you're hurt by someone's coldness, it might be mirroring your own emotional walls. Every encounter is an invitation to observe yourself from a new angle. This is why certain people keep showing up in your life, playing the same roles: the critic, the betrayer, the savior. It's not fate playing tricks on you. It's your energy attracting teachers disguised as ordinary people. Until you see the pattern, it repeats. But once you recognize the mirror, something changes. You stop blaming and start awakening. The world is not against you, it's reflecting you. When you understand this, every relationship becomes a doorway into your own soul. And the more you become aware of this reflection, the more power you gain to transform not just how you see others, but how you see yourself. Every human being emits a frequency. This frequency is not something mystical or imagined. It is a measurable vibration formed by your emotional state, your thoughts, your memories, and even your physical health. You may believe you can hide your feelings, but your energy field doesn't lie. It communicates in silence. It enters a room before you speak, and it lingers long after you leave. Others pick up on it unconsciously. They might not know why they feel uneasy around you or suddenly comfortable in your presence, but their nervous system, their intuition, and their subconscious mind are all receiving your unspoken signal. Think about the times you've walked into a space and immediately felt a shift, like a heaviness or a calm you couldn't explain. That wasn't your imagination. It was your energy interacting with what was already there. This invisible language operates beneath all surface interactions. While two people may be smiling, their energy might be in complete conflict. Conversely, someone may say nothing at all, yet create a sense of deep peace just by being near. This is the power of resonance. It's why some people exhaust you and others recharge you without even touching you. Your energy attracts what matches its frequency, not what you want, not what you say, what you are. So if you find yourself constantly meeting defensive, angry, or dismissive people, it might be time to examine what you're unconsciously broadcasting. Are you still carrying fear, resentment, or guilt? Are you afraid to trust? Are you vibrating from a place of lack or protection? Others feel this, even if no one talks about it. They respond to your signal before they respond to your words, and often they mirror that frequency back to you, giving you a chance to see yourself clearly. Once you become aware of this, the game changes. You realize that everything is feedback. Every emotional response you get from someone is a clue to what you're putting out. This awareness is not a burden, it's your superpower. Because the moment you shift your internal state, your external reality starts to respond in new ways. The energy you cultivate inside is the energy others return to you, not by chance, but by resonance. Emotional triggers are not accidents. They are not caused by others. They are signs, signals pointing directly at what still lives inside you, unhealed and unresolved. When someone says or does something that irritates you deeply, it's easy to blame them. It's easy to label them as toxic, rude, or negative. But in truth, their behavior is activating a wound, a memory, or a fear that already existed within your energy field. They are not the cause, they are the mirror. And the reflection they show you is uncomfortable because it reveals a part of yourself that you've tried to ignore. Imagine standing in front of a mirror and seeing a stain on your shirt. The mirror didn't create the stain. It only showed what was already there. This is what happens in your relationships. People reflect your insecurities, your patterns, and your emotional baggage. That friend who constantly interrupts you might be mirroring your hidden belief that your voice doesn't matter. The partner who seems emotionally unavailable could be showing you the distance you've placed between your heart and others. These moments, as painful as they feel, are sacred opportunities. They are invitations to look inward instead of outward. The more intense your reaction, the more powerful the reflection, and yet instead of investigating, most people disconnect, push away, or react with anger. This delays their growth. Triggers aren't punishments, they are messengers. They whisper, "Pay attention." The very thing you resist in others is usually something you haven't accepted in yourself. That doesn't mean you're exactly like them, but it means their behavior touches something raw within you. If you approach this with curiosity instead of judgment, you can start to decode your emotional map. You begin to ask the right questions. Why does this bother me? Where have I felt this before? What belief is being threatened right now? Self-awareness is the bridge between reaction and transformation. When you shift your focus from what the other person did to what you're feeling, you reclaim your power. You stop giving away your peace every time someone acts out. And instead of seeing others as problems to fix, you begin to see them as mirrors guiding you back to wholeness. The lesson is always about you, not them. Not all mirrors bring discomfort. Some come into your life to reveal the beauty, strength, and wisdom you've forgotten or never fully recognized. You meet someone and immediately feel a sense of warmth, admiration, or trust. You don't know why, but something in their energy resonates deeply. These connections are not coincidences. They are positive mirrors, reflections of the qualities you already hold, even if you haven't fully embraced them. When you see kindness in someone, it's because you understand that vibration. When someone's courage moves you, it's your own inner strength rising to the surface. Often, we look at others and say, "I wish I were more like them." But the truth is, you wouldn't recognize those traits unless they already existed within you. Your soul doesn't respond to what it doesn't know. If someone's light touches you, it's because your own light is awakening. These moments are not about idolizing others. They're about remembering yourself. Admiration is self-recognition in disguise. That's why genuine inspiration feels like coming home. It's your energy remembering what it's capable of. Positive mirrors also appear in moments of peace and connection. A stranger's smile that lifts your mood, a conversation that feels healing, a person who believes in you when you doubt yourself. These are all reflections of your energy, attracting resonance. You are not separate from these experiences. You are co-creating them through your frequency. The more you align with your truth, the more these uplifting reflections will appear. They are confirmations that you are expanding, healing, and vibrating higher. And yet many people dismiss these experiences. They say that person is special, or "I wish I had that energy." What they fail to realize is that their own field is what attracted the connection in the first place. Light recognizes light. Healing seeks healing. You draw into your life what you're ready to see in yourself. Every joyful, elevating encounter is a mirror reminding you of who you are beneath the noise. You are not just surrounded by mirrors of pain. You are also constantly being shown your growth, your evolution, and your divine potential. The key is to notice. Some connections feel like collisions. They are intense, confusing, and often painful. These are not random encounters. They are karmic relationships, soul contracts formed before this lifetime, designed to awaken specific lessons. These individuals are not enemies, though they may cause deep wounds. They are mirrors with a unique role: to expose the shadows you've buried, the fears you avoid, and the emotional patterns you repeat. Karmic mirrors don't reflect who you are at your highest. They reveal who you are when you're disconnected from your truth. And in doing so, they force you to face yourself. These relationships often come with a strong magnetic pull. You feel drawn to them without logic. They enter your life and shake your emotional foundation. Arguments are frequent, triggers are constant, but underneath the chaos, there is a purpose. The mirror is sharp, not to hurt you, but to wake you. The other person is reflecting back the cycles you've lived for years: abandonment, control, betrayal, fear of intimacy. And until you break the pattern internally, the relationship will keep repeating externally in different forms and faces. Karmic mirrors push you toward growth through discomfort. They don't allow you to remain asleep. That's why they often end in separation, silence, or pain. Their purpose is not to stay, but to ignite transformation. And if you refuse the lesson, the universe will send another version again and again until you choose healing over habit. Recognizing these relationships for what they are helps you shift from victim to observer. You begin to understand that the pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Once the lesson is integrated, the energy changes. You stop attracting the same dynamic. You evolve beyond the need for that reflection. What once felt like a curse becomes a blessing in disguise. You start to appreciate even the hardest connections for what they gave you: clarity, strength, and a deeper connection to your authentic self. Karmic mirrors are the most challenging to face, but they also hold the most power to elevate your soul. They are not your story's end. They are the pressure that forms the diamond. Most people move through life reacting to reflections without ever realizing what they're seeing. They get angry, disappointed, or obsessed with others, unaware that these responses come from their own energy echoing back at them. But once you understand that people are mirrors, you can begin to use this awareness as a tool for deep transformation. Instead of blaming, you start observing. Instead of reacting, you start listening. Every interaction becomes a chance to discover more about who you are, where you're growing, and what still needs healing. The first step is simple but powerful. Pause before you react. When someone triggers an emotion, ask yourself, what part of you is being reflected? Is it a fear of not being enough? A wound from childhood? A belief that you're unworthy of love? Identifying the root turns the reflection into revelation. Journaling helps. So does silent observation. When you approach life with the question, what is this showing me about myself? You turn every challenge into a mirror and every mirror into a mentor. Awareness alone is not enough. It must lead to action. If someone's disrespect reflects your own lack of boundaries, you must learn to speak up. If someone's coldness mirrors your emotional detachment, you must choose vulnerability. Each reflection requires an energetic response from within. This is how healing happens. You don't change the mirror, you change the image being reflected. And over time, your entire reality begins to shift. The more you grow, the more subtle the mirrors become. You begin to notice patterns not just in others, but in how you feel around certain types of people. Energy no longer deceives you. You sense alignment and misalignment without needing proof. You start to surround yourself with reflections that elevate you, not drain you. And when conflict arises, you no longer see it as personal. You see it as feedback. This awareness grants emotional freedom. You're no longer a prisoner of your reactions. You become a conscious creator of your reality. The mirror isn't your enemy. It's your greatest spiritual teacher. If you use it wisely, it will guide you back to your truth every single time. While you observe the reflections others show you, it's easy to forget that you are also reflecting energy into their lives. Just as people trigger your emotions, you activate responses in them. Your presence, what you carry, how you speak, how you move through life, becomes a living mirror for those around you. Sometimes, without knowing it, you awaken joy in someone simply by standing in your truth. Other times, you provoke discomfort in those who aren't ready to face something inside themselves. This is not your fault. It is the nature of energy. Your vibration speaks before you do. When someone reacts to you with anger, resistance, or envy, it doesn't always mean you've done something wrong. It may mean your light is shining on a part of them they've kept hidden. You're showing them what they've forgotten, what they've suppressed, or what they fear to become. Your growth can be confronting. Your peace can disturb the chaos others still carry. And yet, your role is not to shrink to make others comfortable. It's to remain aware that your energy affects people, and to choose how you wish to influence the space you occupy. You also inspire reflection in positive ways. Your courage may activate someone else's strength. Your compassion may soften a hardened heart. Your boundaries might teach someone to value themselves. You are never neutral. Every choice you make ripples through the field of others. This is why healing yourself is not selfish, it's service. Every wound you heal shifts your energy. And that new frequency becomes a mirror that offers others the opportunity to rise as well. When you elevate your own vibration, you silently give others permission to do the same. Becoming a conscious mirror means taking responsibility for your energy. It means showing up with integrity, clarity, and presence. Not to fix others, but to embody the truth you've reclaimed within. You stop reacting, you start radiating, and the world responds accordingly. Your relationships change, your experiences evolve. You become a portal, not just for self-discovery, but for collective healing. Others see themselves more clearly through you, not because you demand it, but because your frequency invites it. That is the power of spiritual mirrors. That is the reflection you leave behind. If this content made sense to you, don't stop here. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Now watch this next video where I'll show you another essential step to transform your reality. I'll see you there.